Hello, beautiful beings. It's been a while. I have been moving homes, literally moved a home, and also exploring time space, adventuring a lot. And so I'm really excited to be here, and I'm deeply grateful for all the comments and likes and support. It really inspires me to show up in this specific platform. And today I kind of want to talk about the myth of adulthood. um, we're probably like more and more aware of this, of like becoming an adult, like that myth of, that's the words coming through, like the myth of adulthood. It's like this weird idea that someday we're going to reach a state of, this is me, this is who I am. I'm so strongly know myself and fully identified with the idea of how I see myself. And this myth of reaching adulthood comes along with some benefits. The benefit of safety, feeling success, stability, feeling validation, acknowledgement, love. Like, grow up. Now, the price we pay as we buy into this like myth of adulthood is that we lose joy sometimes, and we lose liberation. We got to pay the price of a sense of possibility, of what else is possible. And so if we were to think of it in shapes, it's like we're looking for a square, for a box. And what if that box is like a box, basically? And it's interesting what happens of like this myth of adulthood, that we take others along with us. Like, we're boxing each other when we do this. We're mentally enslaving each other, limiting each other. And whenever there's somebody that's about to tickle our box and maybe crack us open a little, they're considered a threat. Even children are considered threats to their parents. Children with unique needs and abilities are considered a disruption to this box, to this adulthood that we might be seeking unconsciously, in hopes and dreams that we will get all the things we're so thirsty for. And so acknowledging that this thing is happening is already 80% of liberating ourselves from it. And it's actually not really us. It's part of a system, a program, like a TV program called, hey, this is life that we're born into. This is what you need to do, A, B, C, D, blah, 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 blah. And what happens a lot of the time when the person finally gets that box, a lot of things can happen, such as disease and disorders and turbulences and emergencies. And it's undeniable to see that the box needs to break at some point. It's like, oh my God, I'm in a cage. Where's my joy? Where's my liberation? Where is my soul? And so when the box, which is such a dense pattern, starts cracking open, it could be really painful and scary. And I think life and the universe is made of very intricate designs and geometric shapes. And so identifying with being this box, our idea of what kind of box we could be, what if we let go of that and be like, I'm already a broken box. It's so unhealthy for children, for parents, to try to maintain these box ways of being. It creates so much unnecessary suffering. Life is so much more easy. There's so much more support that awaits when we don't identify with seeking to be a box any longer. So children naturally want to break these boxes. Children are way more connected to source energy. They're way more connected to remembering who they are. And a lot of the time, they do things to disrupt their parents' boxes. They're like, what are you doing? Why is my child crying? It's crying for you, for all the cries you're not giving. Why is your child screaming? Because you're not screaming. Because they're here to like move the energy, if you are a parent, that you're maybe not moving. Now, of course, there are ways to create safety and stability without needing to create a dense box that creates unnecessary suffering. We won't get deep into that right now. For now, just bringing awareness to the fact that there might be a lot of unnecessary suffering with us trying to seek becoming a box and boxing other people in boxes. What if you didn't have to get a box? And letting go of this whole, I guess, this myth of adulthood, this box, this imaginary box that's bound to break. When we let go of that, that creates a lot of space, a lot of spaciousness. And in that spaciousness, feelings come up. Oh my God, unknown, no structure. Liberation? Uh-oh, please no. Tell me what to do. Can I watch the news? You might find that you're seeking something else to hold you in its box. And so there's a process of actually learning to rest and be okay with feeling what arises when we don't have a box anymore. So let's be in a boxless space together. Oops, my light went out as soon as I said that. That's funny. Let's have a taste at infinite possibility together. If I were to tell you literally anything is possible, like literally right now, there's no need to grasp onto sharp edges, or what does that bring up for you? Allowing yourself to like feel those textures of emotions come up. What would it be like to not try to prove your box to others or box others in a box? Those feelings that come up, those textures, are your life force coming back online. What if that is your life force coming back online? Now, the box system structures, it boxes everyone and puts people in boxes, and you box them and they box you, and everything is boxes, will tell you that that's messed up, like something's going wrong with you. And there are all types of ways you can repress that energy. But if you're moving beyond being a box and being part of this flower of life that you are, these feelings that arise become life force. Anger, sadness, raw, real, nauseating. Blech. Who needs to go to an ayahuasca ceremony when you got that coming up? There's like this pattern of like, oh, I'm gonna go on the retreat, or oh, I'm gonna go there, and then coming back to the box. Well, what if within the box, once it's really disrupted, what if that's the real work? So let's be in it now. Ugh. Infinite possibility, anything is possible, you're already liberated. What comes up for you with that? What if, like, what would it be like to live without that control, to live without that blame, to live without running for boxes? What would it be like for you to actually look at yourself in the mirror? Look at myself in the camera now, like, I'm an infinite speck of source energy expressing itself in its unique way through me, in the unknown. And those clenching, densing, twisting, reshaping it. Ugh, that sense of dis-ease can just blah, purge out. And in that space, children become leaders. The ones with disorders become the gifted ones. They're creating disorder. The mess becomes a palette of colors that you can do anything with. So I just felt like tickling at this topic today. Just tickling at this myth of adulthood, like becoming an adult. What if you're always going to be a child? And you're always going to be in the unknown? And no matter what box you build, it's going to break. Now what? And now people say, like, what if this was your last week in your life? Well, how about what if you're infinite? How would you spend this moment knowing you're infinite? I like playing with that question. What if it's okay to feel all those sensations and textures that come up? What if that's your life force coming back to you? Let me know how it goes. And if you'd like to connect and deepen and receive support in this collective awakening, mutation that we're going through as a human collective, then I would love to dive deeper with you. And there are many ways to do so. There is PlayFuLL Pathways that is online now. There is an application that you can fill out via my Linktree that you can find in the description box beneath this video. PlayFuLL Pathways is my baby that's born now, and it's a way to use play as a practice to massage the patterns in your life, utilizing play as the way in your day-to-day, allowing wonder and curiosity to be the river that takes you, the river of life, that melts patterns that may be prisons, creating a planet which is a prism of possibility in your unique way. So if you're curious about that, that application form is ready. And there are also still curiosity calls available where we can hop on and chat. There's a Theta basic DNA practitioner training that's happening this month. And that is one of my favorite modalities. It's a way to speak to your own brain, reprogram your subconscious mind, which is like the DVD player of your life. It's like where all the games enter and then play out in your conscious experience. So you'd become a Theta basic DNA practitioner. And this training can support your art, your work, whatever you do in the world, as well as have the training to have a tool for yourself, for others, and it just really amplifies the power of your word, your connection to creation, and reignites a new way of relating with your psychic senses, which is your ways of creating. Yeah, it's really exciting. So let me know what this brought up for you. Comment. I'd love to read what this woke up within you. And thank you for sharing the currency of your attention here. Your attention is the most valuable currency in the whole cosmos. That's why there's so much trying to grab at it. So thank you for investing your attention here. Wow, you watched this whole video? Bam, I'd love to get to know you. Okay, bye for now.